Hello and welcome back to Zen Woman. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about keeping a journal and give you some really good pointers for making your journal really productive and really helpful for you. Personally, I actually keep 3 different types of journals. I don't always write all of them every day, but I find it helps to have the 3. First one is my business journal. I read a lot of sort of self-help books and watch programs and things like that, so all the ideas go in here. See that? Yeah. In the back I just write scribble notes. Sometimes you wake up in the night, you're like, oh, I could do a video. So basically this clip here started in here. The second journal is my creative journal. Again, often steps go from my first into the second, and then I do a clip with you. This has got everything from sometimes painting, sometimes it's more writing, all sorts of different things in this journal. And that's more sort of for the whole creative thing. And lastly, and the main one that we'll talk about today, is just your bog standard writing journal. Really amazing tool to have. Not only does it help you sort of release some of these thoughts, you know, sometimes you've got all these thoughts going around in your mind, actually getting them down on paper and thinking about, you know, how to word them, what they mean, all these feelings, putting them into words and just putting them out on paper can really help solve problems. It can help resolve disagreements. You know, if you have an argument with someone, then you're writing it down and you're sort of hearing it out loud and you're thinking, okay, I may have overreacted, or this is what that really was. It wasn't what I was thinking, or, you know, sometimes it just helps to put things into perspective. It's also really good for reducing stress, again, because of those things. We're not stressing about things that we don't need to. And writing really activates the left side of the brain. And sort of uses up that left side, which leaves the right side of the brain free to actually feel and be intuitive. So the right side, while we're scribbling away getting all this structured thoughts out, the right side is able to actually feel, you know, what do we really feel about that? What does that feel like to us? You know, what does it actually mean? Not just in these thoughts, but more intuitively, and sort of think more creatively about things like that. So that's really good. Really helps you to remove mental blocks. Some people recommend writing your journal in the morning, just getting a few pages out. Really helps to clear the mind for the rest of the day, kind of like a fresh start for the rest of your day. I do a bit in the morning. I will talk about that probably on another clip because I have a specific thing that I do in the morning. But I actually generally just write blurb as it comes into my head throughout the day. If I feel like I need to get something out, I just grab my journal, even if it's just a few lines or a page or whatever it is. One thing that I do every day is to write at the bottom of when I finished writing whatever I'm doing, things that I'm thankful for. It's always good to have a little reminder that you do have good things in your life, even when you're having a really bad day. You know, I'm thankful that I'm born in a society where I'm privileged, where, you know, even though I'm a woman, I have a voice, I can express myself, or even just to be thankful for the fact that, you know, your cat just use the litter tray and not the bathroom floor. Whatever it is that you want to be thankful for, just write them down, just get them out and start to feel that. The second thing I always do is the wishes, the desires, the sort of things that you want to manifest. That can be anything from wanting to get your credit cards paid off, you know, you want to get that done, that's a wish. Wanting to get a new home, or just little things, wanting to be able to do something, or wanting to acquire something small, whatever it is, anything that you want, anything that you're feeling that you wish for, that you want to manifest. So it really helps to focus the manifesting as well. And then at the end, I also like to note down just a few goals for the next day, so things that you want to do for the next day. And lastly, some positive experiences. So every day we all have a multitude of positive experiences. Most of them, they go straight over our head. And it's really important to actually notice them and take them in and feel them. Naturally, we feel the negative because we kind of need that for survival, but we don't in this day and age. And actually taking in the positive as well is really good. And if you know that at the end of the day you've got to write down some positive experiences, somewhere in the back of your mind, you're open to that. You're open to actually noticing, okay, I'm doing this. Is this nice? Is this a positive experience? Yeah, this feels good. And you can put that in your journal later, or maybe you'll forget later, but at least you felt it in that moment, more than if you're just letting them pass you by and not actually trying to focus. So I really try and write down some positive experiences, some nice things that happened. It can be as simple as smiling at a stranger and they smiled back at you and there's that little bit of human connection and that was great. Or it can be really big things that happen. Maybe you went for an amazing massage and that's a really positive experience, or I don't know, maybe your partner proposed, or whatever it is. Write down your positive experiences. Keeping the journal, you can never read it again if you want to, or you can flick back through them. Sometimes it's interesting to see the patterns, like what sort of thought processes keep coming up, what sort of manifestations, the things that you really want, you'll find keep on coming round and round and round again. And actually looking back sometimes at old journals, the things that you did manifest and you actually got, it helps you sort of restore the belief in that. So I think that's all for today. I will do a journal writing part 2 because there are more parts that you can do to your journal. Don't have to do them all, but you can sort of choose bits that relate to you. So this is my advice and my little talk for today. I hope it's helpful for you, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.